This Philly cheesesteak sandwich is relatively low in calories, it's packed with protein, and it's ready in just 15 minutes. You won't believe how amazing this tastes for how few calories it really is. Starting off with the vegetables, I'm starting with some sweet onion. I'm just gonna top and tail that, peel it and half it, set that aside, and then I'm gonna take some bell peppers. You could easily use just one color, but I like having a little variety. Here's a trick that'll help you save more meat off your peppers. When you're cleaning it, don't pull the stem upwards. A lot of people like to pull this upwards away from the pepper. If you pull it down and inwards, it actually takes that white rind off with it and you lose zero flesh. I don't know about where you live, but where I live, peppers are $4.99 a pound here in Canada. So it counts. Then I'm gonna slice them thinly lengthwise. You wanna do the same thing with both your peppers and your onions, which is really what gives this sandwich its texture. Here you can see that I'm doing what they call letting the knife do the work. I'm allowing the blade to actually run along the onion instead of just pushing down into it. So you can rock your knife. That just helps you cut things a little more smoothly. Now we've got the outside round roast. If you saw my beef and broccoli video, you know that I am just an absolute shill for big outside round. And that's because it's cheap and it's delicious. I'm gonna clean it up here by pulling off this fat cap and just taking away some of the little connective tissue that it came with. I actually put this roast in the freezer for about 15 to 20 minutes before slicing it here. And that allows me to get it super, super thin when I'm slicing it, so it doesn't just get squished around, which is great for this Philly. I'm gonna throw a little bit of oil, just 1 teaspoon, into a hot pan over medium-high heat. I'm gonna put my peppers and onions and beef in there. I'm not gonna touch it for 5 minutes. Don't play around with your food. Just let it sit and get some color and brownness on it. That's where all the flavor is. Then you can toss it and cook the other side. I'm using some Montreal steak spice. I'm not sure if this exists outside of Canada. Let me know if you have anything like this in the country where you live. But once that's all cooked up, I'm gonna throw some low-fat mozzarella cheese slices on there, and I'm going to cover that for just 2 minutes until it's fully melted. When you look at that, it's fatty, it's roasty, and the onions and the peppers have sweetened up and the creaminess of the cheese. I tuck that all nicely into a steamy Portuguese roll that I bought at the bakery around the corner from my house. And this thing is just packed with flavor. It's overflowing with veggies and meat. And would you believe that you get this whole thing for so few calories? It has tons of protein. It's super satisfying on a diet, and having something like this can be the difference between you staying on track with your diet and not. So if you like this video, I hope that you will also enjoy our high protein brownie recipe, because that one slaps too.